Once upon a time, there was an honest man named Jack who lived in a small village. Jack was known for his kindness and honesty, always helping his neighbors without expecting anything in return. One day, while walking through the forest, he stumbled upon a pair of old, worn-out shoes. Curiosity led him to pick up the shoes, and he decided to take them home. As he put the shoes on, they glowed with a magical light. Jack was amazed and wondered what made these shoes so special. Suddenly, a voice whispered from the shoes, "I am a pair of magical shoes, and I grant wishes to those with a pure heart." Jack couldn't believe what he was hearing, but remained humble and grateful. He didn't wish for wealth or power, only for opportunities to help more people. The shoes responded to his honesty by taking him on an incredible journey around the world. Jack's first stop was the bustling city of Paris, where tourists flocked to see the Eiffel Tower. As Jack walked through the streets, he saw a lost child crying for her parents. Without hesitation, he helped the little girl find her family, earning the gratitude of the parents. Jack felt a sense of joy, knowing that his simple act had made a difference. The magical shoes whisked him away to the beautiful beaches of Thailand next. There, Jack met a group of tourists who were stranded without transportation. Using his quick thinking, Jack helped them find a boat to get back to their resort. The tourists were amazed by his helpfulness and rewarded him with a free tour of the islands. Jack marveled at the crystal-clear waters and white sandy beaches, appreciating the beauty of nature. The shoes continued their journey, bringing Jack to the vibrant city of Tokyo. In the busy streets, he noticed an old man struggling to carry his groceries. Jack quickly offered his assistance, carrying the bags to the old man's home. The old man, moved by Jack's honesty and kindness, invited him in for tea. Jack enjoyed a wonderful conversation, learning about the old man's life and wisdom. After leaving Tokyo, Jack found himself in the Serengeti, surrounded by breathtaking wildlife. He spotted a group of tourists who were lost and worried about finding their way back to camp. With his calm demeanor, Jack helped guide them safely to their campsite. The tourists thanked him and invited him to stay for a safari, where they saw lions, elephants, and zebras. Jack was filled with awe at the wonders of the world and the kindness of the people he met. The shoes then transported him to the Grand Canyon in the United States. Jack marveled at the vast, breathtaking landscape that stretched before him. He met a hiker who had lost his way, and once again, Jack stepped in to help. Together, they found the correct trail, and the hiker shared his packed lunch with Jack. As they sat on the edge of the canyon, Jack felt grateful for the simple moments that brought happiness. The magical shoes had one final stop for Jack, in a small, quaint village in Italy. There, he met a group of children who were playing soccer with a deflated ball. Jack wished for a new ball for them, and the magical shoes granted his wish. The children cheered with joy as they kicked the brand-new soccer ball around. Jack smiled, knowing that sometimes the smallest acts of kindness bring the most joy. As his journey around the world came to an end, Jack realized how much he had grown. He had seen incredible places, helped people in need, and made wonderful memories. The magical shoes had not only taken him on a physical journey, but also a journey of the heart. Jack returned to his village with a heart full of gratitude and wisdom. He understood that true happiness comes from helping others and being honest with yourself. The magical shoes glowed one last time before disappearing, having completed their purpose. Jack didn't need the shoes anymore because the magic was now within him. He continued to live his life as an honest, kind man, inspiring others with his stories. The village people listened in awe as Jack shared his incredible adventures with them. They admired Jack not for the magic shoes, but for his humility and honesty. Jack became known as a legend in the village, a man who had traveled the world by the power of his pure heart. Tourists from far and wide came to hear Jack's stories and seek his wisdom. Jack welcomed them all, offering advice on how to live a life filled with kindness and honesty. He taught them that the world is full of beauty, but the greatest beauty is in helping others. Jack's humble home became a gathering place for people seeking peace and inspiration. He never charged a single penny, believing that knowledge and kindness should always be free. Jack's magical journey continued to inspire everyone he met. One day, a young boy from a distant town visited Jack, eager to learn how to be as honest and kind. Jack smiled and told him, "It's simple. Always be true to yourself and help others without expecting anything in return. The boy was inspired and left with a heart full of determination to follow Jack's advice. Over the years, many more came to learn from Jack, and his influence spread far beyond his village. Jack never grew tired of sharing his stories and helping others on their own journeys. His life became a testament to the power of honesty and kindness. As he grew older, Jack felt fulfilled, knowing he had made the world a better place, one act of kindness at a time. One day, as he sat by the river near his village, he thought about the magical shoes. He realized that the real magic wasn't in the shoes, but in his own heart. Jack knew that everyone had the potential to be just as magical if they chose to live with honesty and kindness. The river flowed peacefully, just as Jack's life had flowed with purpose and meaning. Jack smiled, feeling a deep sense of peace. The tourists who visited him became more than just travelers. They became his friends. Jack's home was always filled with laughter, stories, and the warmth of friendship. His village grew famous for its honesty and hospitality, attracting people from all over the world. Jack's story spread far and wide, inspiring others to live with the same values. Even after Jack passed away, his legacy lived on in the hearts of those he had touched. The village built a small monument in his honor, not for the magical shoes, but for Jack's incredible spirit. Tourists continued to visit, paying tribute to the honest man who had traveled the world with a pure heart. Children grew up hearing stories of Jack and his magical journey. They learned that being honest and kind was the greatest adventure of all. Jack's name became synonymous with goodness, and his village remained a beacon of hope. The world continued to change, but Jack's message stayed timeless. Honesty, kindness, and a pure heart could take you farther than any magical shoes ever could. The shoes may have been magical, but Jack's spirit was even more powerful. His influence reached far beyond his village, touching the lives of people across the globe. Jack's story was told for generations, a reminder that magic comes from within. The village celebrated Jack's life every year with a festival of kindness. People came from all over to share their own acts of kindness, inspired by Jack's legacy. The festival grew bigger each year, bringing people together in joy and unity. Jack's story was shared in schools, inspiring young minds to follow in his footsteps. The monument in Jack's village became a place of pilgrimage for those seeking to live a life of purpose. The world may have been vast, but Jack's message made it feel connected by love and honesty. As the years passed, Jack's story remained just as relevant and powerful as ever. His simple acts of kindness had created ripples that reached every corner of the earth. Jack's magical shoes may have disappeared, but the magic they left behind would never fade. Jack's village continued to prosper, filled with kind, honest people who lived by his example. Tourists and travelers came to learn from the village, spreading Jack's message far and wide. The world became a little kinder, a little more honest, all thanks to one honest man and his magical shoes. Jack's spirit lived on in every act of kindness, every honest word, and every pure heart. His journey had ended, but his influence would last forever. The story of the honest man and his magical shoes became more than a tale. It became a way of life. And so, the world was changed, one kind act at a time. Jack's legacy, just like his magical shoes, would forever walk the earth.